Have you ever wondered why seemingly rational individuals join cults? The answer often lies in the allure of the unknown. There's something about the mystery, the intrigue, the promise of something different that draws people in. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a vast, unexplored forest. The trees stand tall and dense, a world of secrets hidden within their shadows. The unknown has always been a siren call to the human spirit. We are explorers by nature, drawn to the mysterious and the unexplained. We yearn to pull back the curtain to uncover the secrets that lie beyond our understanding. This curiosity, this hunger for knowledge is what drives us forward, but it can also lead us down darker paths. Now, imagine if someone promises to guide you through this forest, to lead you to untold wonders and revelations. This is where the allure of a charismatic leader comes into play. A charismatic leader is like a beacon in the darkness, offering direction, purpose, and a sense of belonging. They paint a picture of a utopia, a place where everyone is accepted, where everyone has a purpose. They offer answers to life's most profound questions, and who wouldn't be drawn to that? The initial appeal of a cult often lies in its promise of an alternative way of life, a break from the status quo. It offers a sense of community, a feeling of being part of something larger than oneself. It appeals to those who feel lost, who are searching for meaning, for a place where they belong. The cult, in its early stages, appears to offer all of this and more. But beneath this allure of the unknown, there is a darker reality. The promise of knowledge and enlightenment slowly transforms into manipulation and control. The charismatic leader, once a beacon of hope, becomes a puppet master. But by the time this reality sets in, the individual is often too deeply entrenched to easily extricate themselves. Intriguing, isn't it? How the unknown can be so captivating. Let's delve deeper. Let's explore the psychological factors that push individuals to become part of these enigmatic groups. Two pivotal psychological elements play into the hands of cults: cognitive dissonance and obedience. Cognitive dissonance refers to the mental discomfort experienced by a person who holds two or more contradictory beliefs, values, or perceptions at the same time. In the context of a cult, this discomfort can serve as a trap. Each compromise a member makes for the cult amplifies their cognitive dissonance, making it increasingly painful to admit they've been deceived. It's a vicious cycle that keeps members tethered to the cult, even when they start to see the cracks in the facade. Now, let's talk about obedience. This is a fundamental part of human nature. We are inclined to follow orders and do what those around us are doing. Cults exploit this inclination to the hilt. In a cult environment, critical thinking is often discouraged, while blind faith is rewarded. Tools of manipulation such as guilt, shame, and fear are used to erode an individual's identity gradually. Over time, the person's sense of self becomes so intertwined with the cult that leaving feels like an impossible task. Cults are also adept at using these psychological factors in their recruitment process, which can take months and often resembles a pyramid scheme. Existing members are tasked with recruiting new members, creating a continual cycle of expansion. This method not only helps the cult grow, but also strengthens the bond between the existing members and the cult, as they become active participants in its propagation. The most chilling aspect of all this is that cults are not just looking for followers, they want obedient slaves. They seek out individuals who can be manipulated to surrender their autonomy and become puppets in the hands of the cult leader. Compelling, isn't it? To think how our own minds can become our own cages. Cult recruitment isn't a sudden event, it's a long game. Let's understand how it works. A cult is not a random assembly of people. It's a carefully curated group of individuals who are slowly and methodically brought into the fold. Imagine a game of chess. Each move is deliberate, calculated, with the end game always in sight. Cult recruitment is much the same. It's a game of patience, strategy, and manipulation, with the ultimate goal being complete control over the minds and actions of the members. The process begins subtly, often innocuously. It could be a chance meeting, a casual conversation, or an invitation to a social gathering. The recruiters, who are usually existing members themselves, are skilled at identifying potential targets. They seek out individuals who are vulnerable, in need of an emotional anchor, or simply seeking a sense of belonging. Once a potential recruit is identified, they're gradually exposed to the cult's ideology. This is done in a manner that's designed to pique their curiosity and draw them in further. At this stage, the cult presents itself as a group that offers something the individual is missing: love, acceptance, purpose, or a deeper understanding of life. Next comes the bonding phase. The recruit is made to feel special, valued, part of a family. This emotional bond is what makes the recruit more receptive to the cult's ideology. But it's not all about the recruit. The existing members play a crucial role in this process. They are the ones who vouch for the new member, who normalize the cult's practices, and who provide the social proof that the recruit needs to feel secure in their decision. And finally, there's the commitment. After a period of slow, incremental exposure to the cult's beliefs and practices, the recruit is asked to make a commitment. This could be financial, personal, or even a pledge of allegiance to the cult's leader. It's a game of trust, manipulation, and patience, a slow but steady process. And that's how cults manage to recruit and retain their members. It's a long game, played with precision and patience. Imagine a puppet master. Now imagine that puppet master controlling not just puppets, but real, living people. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? Yet that's the reality within many cults. The puppet masters, or cult leaders, exert an alarming amount of control over their followers. They dictate how members should think, act, and feel. Whether it's seeking permission to date or change jobs, or being prescribed what to wear and where to live, the leader's words become law. The autonomy of the individual is systematically eroded, replaced by the dictates of the group. Cult leaders often discourage questioning, doubt, and dissent. They foster an environment where absolute faith is rewarded, and skepticism is seen as a sign of weakness or betrayal. This suppression of critical thinking serves to solidify the leader's position and further isolate members from the outside world. It's a clever, albeit manipulative strategy that plays on the human desire for belonging and acceptance. Beyond this, they often employ mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, or debilitating work routines. These practices serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leaders. They are used in excess, creating a trance-like state that makes dissent even more unlikely. Cults also often adopt an elitist stance, claiming special, exalted status for itself, its leaders, and its members. The leader may be portrayed as a messiah, a special being, or on a special mission to save humanity. This us versus them mentality creates a sense of superiority and further separates members from the wider society. In the cult, the leader is not accountable to any outside authorities. This unchecked power often leads to abuses, as the supposedly exalted ends of the group are used to justify any means necessary. This can result in members participating in actions they would have previously found reprehensible or unethical. In the hands of the puppet master, free will becomes a forgotten concept. The individual is subsumed by the group, their identity slowly stripped away. It's a chilling example of how powerful and dangerous unchecked control can be. So, how can you identify a cult? Here's a checklist. Let's start with elitism. Cults often claim a special exalted status for themselves, their leader, and their members. The leader may be portrayed as a messiah or a special being, while the group may believe it is on a special mission to save humanity. Next, consider control. Cult leaders often dictate, sometimes in great detail, how members should think, act, and feel. They may require members to get permission for personal decisions, such as dating, changing jobs, or getting married. They may even prescribe what to wear, where to live, how to have children, and how to discipline them. Then, there's the us versus them mentality. Cults often have a polarized worldview, which can lead to conflict with the wider society. They see themselves as the enlightened few against the misinformed many. This mentality can make members feel special and part of an exclusive group, further binding them to the cult. A cult is also preoccupied with recruitment and money. Expanding the group is a constant concern, often resembling a pyramid scheme with existing members tasked to recruit new ones. Cults also tend to be focused on financial gain. Members may be expected to donate large sums of money or even hand over their entire wealth. Finally, cults control members by inducing feelings of shame and guilt. They may use peer pressure and subtle forms of persuasion to influence and control members. This control often extends to requiring members to sever ties with family and friends, and to radically alter the personal goals and activities they had before joining the group. Remember, these characteristics are not exhaustive, and not all groups exhibiting these characteristics are cults, but they do provide a starting point for understanding and recognizing the potential red flags. Armed with this knowledge, one can better understand and identify cults. Cults, as we've seen, can be more than meets the eye. They are a testament to the human need for comfort, purpose, and belonging. People are drawn to them in search of solace from their fears and anxieties, often becoming ensnared in a web of cognitive dissonance that makes it difficult to leave. These groups operate under charismatic leaders, using obedience and control as tools to strip away an individual's identity. The recruitment process can take months, resembling a pyramid scheme, and within the cult, questioning or doubt is often punished. Cults are characterized by their zealous commitment to the leader, their use of mind-altering practices, and their us versus them mentality. They induce feelings of shame and guilt to control members and are preoccupied with recruiting new members and generating money. The world of cults is complex and fascinating, a testament to the power of belief and the human desire for purpose and belonging.